What's happening, guys and gals? Welcome to Sunday Drive, Batmobile edition.
Best Sunday drive ever.
I know, so it's been a long time since I did a Sunday Drive, but I promised that when the Batmobile came out, you know, I would totally hop in my car and go do some random destruction. But here's the kicker, folks. I'm not getting out of the car. This is all the car. This is not a normal Batman walkthrough. This is not a tank through. This is the Batmobile, plain and simple, black sleeted beauty, zooming down the streets of Gotham.
Flying off rooftops.
No, I would have to be in tank mode.
Okay,
I'm just staying in car mode.
Yeah, this is a show where Luke just talks about his day or what's going on and whatever.
I didn't really do much today. I just kind of was editing videos, fighting with YouTube a little bit. And I was reading a lot of stuff for Batman and things like that. And the biggest news today, I guess, in terms of gaming-related news, is supposedly, this might not be true, but a Superman video game has been leaked, and it's being done by WB Games Montreal. Supposedly. There's a little GIF, and there is a GIF animation showing what's going on. This is a bridge to Arkham City, by the way.
Oh, okay.
We can't go there, though, because it's all locked up. They make us sad.
Aww.
Actually, what does that say? Is that Pioneer's Bridge?
Evacuation point.
Yeah, this is Pioneer's Bridge. So that's Arkham Origins. There's the buses and stuff. I miss Pioneer Bridge. But supposedly the Superman game, they've already like shown skins and stuff like that are coming out for it. Like they showed the new 52 Superman and some other things, but I don't believe that it's actually a Superman game. I think that it's Injustice 2.
Oh, okay.
The way that they had the bios and stuff, like, you know, the biography, the little mini thing about, like, what the character is, seemed very reminiscent to what they do for Mortal Kombat and the Injustice games. Like, very, like, little snippets, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow, that's a really interesting... I hope it would be Injustice. I'll have to beef up on my skills.
We all will. We all will. Whoa, the car's stalling there a little bit.
Especially me, though. So, yeah, Luke and I wore red, white, and blue yesterday.
Yeah, we did the 4th of July thing yesterday, but...
We tried to do it right, but it failed miserably. Failed.
I'm not gonna fail right now, though. Because I'm on this guy.
Yeah, so, I mean, I begged Luke to take me down to the waterfront and watch the fireworks because...
I did it. I filled my husband quota.
It's America's hometown in the Plymouth area. I mean, we were right there by the Mayflower, but we couldn't get a parking spot.
There are tons of people in this street, too. I thought I was going to accidentally run over somebody's kid.
I know.
And they didn't move out of the way of the car, either. It's like... There were people literally touching my car.
I know, and they were just looking at us like...
Hated that. I was like, what's
I'm
up
not
with
getting
that?
out of the way.
That's
it's
weird.
Like,
don't do that.
I'm not getting my kid out of the way that you can hardly see.
Yeah, no manners.
So then Luke had to kind of turn his brights on, too.
Yes, I blinded a bunch of pedestrians
because
and it was
they didn't get out. They weren't like... There were kids that were like, literally, I was going to say a foot tall, but like maybe 2 feet tall, but they're tiny little children, and they were just kind of like waddling in the road, and it's like...
Children were waddling in the road.
It's like, that child is so hittable. It's like, you need to get it out of the road. You need to protect your child.
Better parenting.
So yeah.
Whoa, gonna cause a little bit of road rage there.
We ended up just trying to watch it on TV. I feel sad. It was
and then we settled for the Captain America film.
It is, yeah, we did watch Captain America.
That was actually a really, really good use of our day, actually.
Yeah, I would have rather I should have just watched that instead. It was so much easier to watch the fireworks in my hometown, where there was actually an insurance place that would like offer their lawn for people to go on there and watch the fireworks, and they'd have ice cream and stuff. And then I thought that everyone did that in every town, and then Luke's like, no. They actually played the radio to the station that it was adjusted to and everything, and it was just like, oh, I have to do it myself, and I have no ice cream here? It's like, no.
Yeah.
It should be a staple. They should always have ice cream with fireworks. It's something... And, the ice cream place was closed.
Yeah, I was gonna get Amber ice cream, but it was totally out. So, another thing I wanted to ask you about, do you think the world can handle, like the video game world, would be ready for a Superman game? Like, how do you think that would work? Because Superman is so nigh invulnerable. Like, how would it be fun playing a Superman game? Whether or not Rocksteady or WB Games Montreal or, you know, an amazing studio like NetherRealms took over and made a game like that, how would you make a Superman game work? Making use of his powers, but not overdoing things. Like, how could you accomplish this?
That's a good question. Yeah, we're asking everyone it.
I'm actually asking you because
you're asking me.
Yeah, I'm curious about it. Because I still don't think it would work.
When I saw people tweeting about it, I remember telling you that I think you actually could make a Superman game, but you'd have to, for me, the way I would make it, I know this is really weird, but somehow, like, his powers would be draining for some reason from the yellow sun or something. Like, maybe the sun, like, something was wrong with it and it wasn't, like, giving him, I don't know, there was an eclipse or something and I don't know. I have no idea.
That's really good.
Something would go on or something happened to his body where he wasn't absorbing the sun right, and somehow he had to fight through it to get his power. And at the end of the game, he would get his powers back and everything would just go normal.
And then he would be like super OP. He could fly to like Mars
and then
back.
Of course, the game would end because he'd be back to being like Superman.
Yeah, I agree. You would have to like somehow strip his powers his powers a little bit, and
I know it'd be really hard to make a game where he could do anything, unless you make it like a game where, you know, it's like a strategy game where he has to go all over the world like he's Kid Icarus. And he has to, like, take care of all the problems that are going on in the world.
Oh, you mean like an on-rails shooter for Superman? That'd make a fun tablet game, actually.
Or like, you know, you could see from a top-down view of the world, and you have to kind of strategize, like Lex Luthor and all these people do all this stuff. You have to figure out who...
Like a Superman XCOM game?
Who to save and who dies. Like
what?
Like, he can only save... He can't be in everywhere at once, but he can go pretty fast. Like, you'd have to decide, like, the world is, like, burning everywhere, and you'd have to, like,
wow.
like, you'd have to decide who you're gonna save.
That's too dark, like, even for me.
The people, like maybe the countries or the areas that you don't take care of or don't save, it'll be, like, really bad publicity to the point where if you go there, like, there'll be a mob there or something, and you have to do better PR to make yourself look better. I don't know. And you always have to, like, you also always have to figure out where Lois is, because she's always a priority. And Lois will, like, Lois will, like, take up half of your time because she's always getting in trouble. Like,
no, I just thought of something what they could do with Lois. Lois could be like one of those girls that, like, has Clark run all these errands, so he has to fly all over the world to pick up things for dinner.
Oh my gosh.
That would be like your side missions. Kind of like what they did in Spider-Man 2, where Mary Jane had certain things he needed to do. And, you know, Spider-Man had to go certain places and pick up things for her for their date. I think that'd be hilarious. Superman's got to fly to Italy for, you know, Italian bread, or he needs to go to Greece for, like, really good, like, pickles or something. You know, it just... I don't even know if they have really good pickles in Greece.
But I think the whole thing of his powers draining would be cool, where he would start with hardly anything, and the more he collects of, like, something, or the more missions he fights, he's able to get back his powers a little bit or something. I don't know.
You mean, like, kind of like Lex Luthor shot him with, like, some type of red sun, or there's something wrong with the sun is being, like, changed, the color? Like, maybe Darkseid's invading or something, and the sun is changing, so Superman isn't quite as powerful as he was.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would work, and a lot of people kind of like the mechanic with the Mask of Majoro, where you only had a couple days to, you know, be victorious or the world would be destroyed.
Oh yeah,
what if they gave Superman a time limit?
Yeah, you could do that.
See? That would work.
Or, like, only so many times he could rewind the world by going back in time or whatever.
No, that is... maybe the player only gets to be able to do that once, because then they would rely on that ability too much. You have to nerf Superman a little bit. Yeah. Otherwise, he's too OP.
Yeah, I think that's the whole problem with the Superman idea of a Superman game, is just, like... Either that, or you just kind of blatantly ignore that Superman has superpowers and just make it like a regular game.
No, you can't really do that, because... and the reason why the Batman Arkham games work is because they made the best Batman experience they could. Think about all the stuff that Batman has to worry about. and all the things that he uses in combat. Like, he has his gadgets. Sometimes he doesn't use his gadgets. He finds other ways to deal with situation. He turns enemies against them. He uses stealth. He goes out in the open. He has his car. He has his Batwing.
Yeah.
You know, everything about the Arkham games, in some way, shape, or form, has shown what Batman is capable of. A Superman game would have to rely on all of Superman's abilities, but at the same time, they would have to find a balance in order to do it.
Yeah, you know what's weird is, like, Batman has all these reasons to be creative, like, with how he goes about, like, doing things, and he has to find new ways of doing things when he's kind of, like, hits a brick wall and he can't do it because he's human. It's like, Superman has never had to find creative ways of getting over his problems or, like, getting, you know, like, doing things. Like, he's never had to build himself a Superman mobile or get gadgets or have backup plans for things. So it's, like, not as, like, Superman is just kind of like what you see is what you get. It's just there. Like, he's never had, you know, it's just like somebody that you know that just, like, their life is always great and they've always had everything. It's just like,
He's one of
there's
those.
no challenge. There's no, like, there's no challenge. That's why it wouldn't make a good game. It's just like, what, I mean, how many things can he do? Freeze breath, fly, super speed, super strength, and then he can bounce bullets and he has laser vision. I mean, after that, I mean, you have 5 upgrades and then you're done. Like, there's nothing else to upgrade, and those, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, you can't start building him a cool ship or all this stuff because he doesn't need that. There'd be no reason. It wouldn't make sense to the plot. Why would he build a ship when he can fly?
Totally, yeah.
Why would he have missiles when he can fly? Like,
You would have to, I mean, maybe you could, like, upgrade for some type of ability, like, say, Superman needs to learn how to lift a planet. So you need to you need to save enough civilians so Superman has enough energy to lift up the entire Earth, or travel back in time, or, you know, something.
I know.
This is why I really think that what you guys saw is a leak for the new Injustice game.
Yeah.
Because people have wanted a new Injustice game. It was very popular. It had like 4 comic book series. Now they're in Injustice Year 4. You know? It's very popular. And it also said skins. What we were seeing was skins. We didn't see actual gameplay. And yes, while the Batman games have a lot of skins and stuff like that, usually when something's leaked, we don't see things about the skins right away. We see something else.
Yep.
You know, so. I mean, that's just something to consider.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, is that why the original Superman game failed, or?
No, the Superman games didn't do very well because they just, I don't know. They did do a time limit in some respect, but they also had Superman flying through rings and doing all kinds of non-Superman things.
It's like his problems aren't very relatable because
No.
it's like, oh, I'm having such a tough time lifting this planet. It's like, I can't really relate to that.
I could only bench press 1 galaxy this, you know. Lois,
I've gotta do better. It's like,
my wife wants me to fly to Europe to get really good cottage cheese. My life is so difficult. Relate to me. You know, I mean, Batman, people get it. I mean, dudes, especially Arkham Knight. What are the problems Batman's facing in Arkham Knight? You know, Scarecrow's army, Batman knockoff trying to ruin his rep and also, you know, kill him. At the same time, his family's targeted.
I mean, if Superman showed up in Arkham Knight, I mean, a lot of these problems might actually disappear because he could take care of a lot.
I want to see that right now. How it should have ended. Superman shows up.
He just shows up, takes Arkham Knight, flies him up, and like, it's over.
It's over.
Swoops down, gets Arkham Knight, bullets, pew pew, they bounce off of him.
Did you really just say pew pew?
Yeah.
Seriously, who has a pickup truck in Wayne Tower? Like, who would bring that to work?
I know.
No.
I demand all employees of Wayne Enterprises drive fancy cars.
I know, right? Jeez.
If your car isn't fancy enough, you do not deserve to work there at a fancy place.
No, you don't.
No, what? Maybe they are just got the job and they don't have enough. But some people like driving pickup trucks, even if they have a really nice job, whatever.
Old beat up pickup trucks, though? I mean, that was pretty...
I know some people that like pickup trucks that are old and beat up, no matter what happens in life to them.
Yeah, I know. I think I know who you're talking about. Although he has a Jeep now, so... Oops.
Yeah, actually, one of my friend's dads in high school, this guy, like, literally... I think he had the same car for like 20-something years, and it had duct tape on him. And he actually had a pretty good job, like, but he didn't believe in wasting things, so he was just like, I'm gonna drive this till it's gone. It's just like, okay.
He thought he was gonna get away from me. That's funny.
But you can't really do that out here. Like like in Illinois, you can drive something till it falls apart. Well, I don't know now, but...
Well, no. Well, Pennsylvania has different rules than Massachusetts does, but...
here in the state, it has to, like, reach a certain standard, or they won't even let you drive it.
This is fun, stalking. This is what I wanted to do yesterday at the fireworks. Get off the road! Look at him dive out of the way!
I made Gaming sad yesterday at the fireworks, but he did what I wanted.
I said I filled my husband quota for the month.
If I had known there were that many people there, I wouldn't have gone. I didn't. Oh, it was just a disaster.
It was a disaster.
Just know, if you have to see fireworks and you live in a really, really big city or whatever, just make sure you get there like 5 hours early. Don't go there. If it says, oh, fireworks start at 9, don't go there at 9. You won't, there won't be any spots left.
All right, I got another thing that just popped into my head. Some people are saying that at the end of Batman Arkham Knight, after the stuff, there are hints that there's going to be a remake, or like, you know, an HD remake, a PS4 remake of Batman Arkham Asylum in Arkham City. Do you think that would be cool? Yes or no? And I'm also asking you guys in the comments too, like, would you like to have a remake of the Asylum and City game for the PS4 and Xbox One? Or is that something you think shouldn't happen?
Who wouldn't want that?
I'm actually down for it. I like that idea. I will gladly play through that again with updated graphics of the Arkham Knight game.
You like Arkham Asylum and Arkham
Yeah,
City.
but I would like to see some things different. Like, if they're going to make the roads a little bit bigger, I'd love to see the classic Batmobile. Like, to be able to use that a little bit, you know? Or
cool.
Some type of motorcycle or something, you know? I'd like to see some new additions. You know, like Robin was doing something in the Unhinged comics, and Nightwing was, you know? It'd just be nice to see something a little different to what we already saw. Like maybe like a reimagining, but keeping to a lot of that stuff. But just adding a lot of the additional storyline that the writers came up with and things like that.
Wow.
What?
I don't know. I think that'd be a lot of work, but...
Really?
I don't know. Like, if it were me, I'd just like... Well, if I was doing it,
You just want a regular remake.
I'd just slap it together.
Just slap it together and throw HD...
Do they have time to add all that stuff?
I don't know.
I guess they don't... I mean, what else are they doing? I guess they're not...
We don't know what their new project is. Either it's Superman or...
no.
You know...
Nuts.
Superman game could be... I'm gonna hold off judgment until we learn more about it.
Yeah, what was that Justice League episode where Superman was on a planet with a red sun or something?
Yeah, it would definitely have to involve something with a red sun, because you have to depower him somehow.
Yeah.
It's not that it wouldn't be fun to play as Superman, but think about... There's no consequences. Like, the only consequences is, oh, Lois has been kidnapped, or Jimmy's in trouble, you know? They'll do something to get through Superman by going past somebody else, you know? It's just kind of like...
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't life be so much easier if you were Superman and you could just, like, rotate the Earth so that anything that you made a mistake on never happened? It would be so awesome.
That would make...
Like, you could just try... If you didn't know what to do, you could just try both scenarios and whichever one
That would make Superman the ultimate beater, which is a Sword Art Online reference that I did on purpose.
Yeah, awesome.
I would love a flamethrower right about now.
The only thing better than that would be to be a Time Lord and go back in time and redo it.
To be a Time Lord?
Yeah. That would be awesome. I mean, That would be cool if they made it. Were they ever gonna make a Doctor Who game? I forgot.
He's gonna be in the new Lego Dimensions game, but it's the Peter Capaldi Doctor. I think that's how you say his name. Who's
okay.
gonna be in the Lego Dimensions game?
Aw, no David Tennant.
No David Tennant.
I want to see David Tennant and Rose.
David Tennant and Rose in the Lego game?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, they could do... I mean, maybe this would open the door for a, a Lego game, because how many people did they have play the Doctor? They had, like, what, 12? Something like that?
Yeah.
11?
Something.
And you could do, like, all kinds of stories and stuff based on that. That would be kind of fun. But yeah, it's not that I'm not down with a Superman game idea. For the longest time, the way that games have evolved and changed over the years, I just don't know how it would really work. The Arkham games were a success because players became Batman in a sense, you know?
Yep.
Like, you were in his element, and it wasn't just like, oh, okay, Batman is so overpowered and his enemies are, a pushover. That was not the case in the Arkham games.
Yeah.
Except after, you got to New Game Plus, or you really been playing the game for a really long time and you know what you're doing, then yeah, the game's a little easier. But there were a lot of aspects to it that were pretty challenging,
Yeah.
And it worked. My problem is that I'm worried about is this Superman game. It's going to be all for show, and they're going to do it to hype up the new movie for next year.
It won't be a Superman game. It's gotta be Injustice. There's no way it'll be a Superman game.
Oh, it could also be a Justice League game, though.
Yeah, it could be that. But yeah, just if you guys wondered, we haven't had as much content on the Let's Play channel because, yeah, we've been doing Arkham Knight.
We've been doing Arkham for like 2 weeks now.
Oh! I have still not seen the end of it, so I don't know what happens yet.
I don't even know what just happened to that guy. How'd he get down there? Oh no, we're gonna lose him. That's not good.
I've actually been having a lot of fun with this. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Arkham Knight has a lot of content. There's like almost a new character that we do every episode, like a new mission with a new character.
Yeah, I'm really surprised with the whole driving thing. I mean, just the Batmobile without the tank handles a lot better than the tank does. I mean, I would have loved to see the Batmobile have more ways to take down enemies than transforming a little bit.
Yeah.
But one thing that I really want to see is going the route of the skins. I really hope that the Dark Knight skin that they're talking about is the Chris Nolan thing, and that we do get to drive the Tumbler, because that would just be so awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, I know we can't really drive as the classic Batmobiles except for some special
Keaton-mobile.
The Keaton-mobile and the Batman the Animated Series mobile are in this, but they're special drive raceway things. They're,
that would have been cool if you could do it.
I know.
Yeah, but maybe it would be too difficult to.
No, it would not be difficult to have that car, like, I'm sure people will definitely mod it, like, once it's in there.
Yeah, I mean, only thing, this is cool, but I think it would be really awesome to see the Keaton-mobile, like, taking down tanks and stuff. Like,
the Keaton-mobile was armed to the teeth, though.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, he had machine guns and bombs and all kinds of stuff. I mean, that's where a lot of these ideas for the Batmobile came from, like being this, like, road warrior type deal.
Yeah.
The Keaton-mobile was armed to the teeth. Uh-oh. We're in not good shape. So we might actually blow up, which would be kind of amazing, actually. Because we've been in the car a while.
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention all that much, so that's my fault. But Batman never gives up, and neither do I.
Yeah. Batman always finds a way.
That's right.
Combat Carl never gives up. He always finds a way. Yep.
I'm wondering if he's
Combat Carl
actually gonna crash before I blow this guy up.
Woohoo! So yeah, that's been our that's been what we've been doing, just doing a lot of Arkham Knight, and yeah.
That's pretty much it, yep. Just a lot of, lazy, what should we call it? Summerness. Summer goodness.
By lazy, you mean being in your room and editing, like...
Yes, that's
24
exactly
hours a
what I
day.
mean.
Till
I'm also...
Up till 3 in the morning doing uploading because our internet doesn't work.
Our internet is so bad, yo.
Yeah, so basically what happened with our internet was we had Comcast and we thought it was terrible. And then now we have Fios and it's
Now we know it's terrible.
so much worse.
I mean, it cuts out like all the time.
It's so much worse. It's so much worse. And if we go back to Comcast, we're gonna have to pay a $200 fee for Fios.
No, there's no point because the place that we're going to in Pennsylvania,
Yeah,
they don't even have real cable.
Yeah, we probably are gonna be moving to Pennsylvania, and they don't have Comcast or Fios.
Nope, they got a local company called Blue Ridge.
So it's making us think like maybe we don't even want to move.
Yeah, because if we can't do our job, I mean that's gonna be interesting. Be like, hey guys, we got a video for you this week. It took like 4 days to upload. Hope you enjoy it. There'll be another one up the following week. Because it would take like 400 hours to upload a video, so it'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it's really hard for us. Like, before we got Fios, it was really hard for us to stream 2 people at once.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's possible, I think, but if we go back to Comcast or something like Comcast, I don't know how we're gonna do any more Splatoon or Destiny or anything.
Yeah.
So, I'm just,
I'm sorry, this is just so cool.
like, why can we just not pay the company more to give us better internet?
I know, right?
Why
Hey.
do they go, this is as far as we go? It's like, I will literally pay you more, like, if you give me more stuff. Like, I'll pay you as much as I just need the internet to work. It's just like,
That's all I need. That and,
I don't like it when they have a cutoff and they're like, oh, well, you have the highest internet that we offer. And it's
like, that's great. Make it higher.
The internet is terrible, so, yeah.
I'm wondering, do I actually get damaged when I run into these guys with my car? Is that a thing, or we don't know? Because my car was like
not know.
getting ready to blow up a couple. Whoops, sorry about that. I was wondering when I was fighting that one guy, because I keep running into all these cars, without any problems. It's just kind of like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this Sunday Drive Batmobile edition. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. This is actually a lot of fun just to drive the car as is, without the tank. There's actually lots of parts of the city that, it feels a lot bigger when you're in the car and you're not like going like, whoa.
Gotham is so pretty this time of year.
Yeah, with all the rain and villainy and hit and
I
runs.
didn't realize there's so many people on the street.
Oh yeah, there's lots of people in the street.
I thought that they were evacuated.
No, not really. One of the things that I like too is in this game, when Batman is on patrol, I can jump onto cars and pull people out of the car, like from the comics. So that is a cool thing. But anyway, guys and gals, I could talk forever about just Batman Arkham Knight and Batman in general. If you guys know more about the Superman thing, let us know in the comments below. We will be announcing the contest winners tomorrow. So check back sometime in the afternoon, and we hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for watching the audio podcast, Sunday Drive. If you want to see more stuff in the Batmobile, let us know. Give us some feedback and some love, and we'll see you tomorrow with more Batman Arkham Knight. Bye-bye.
See ya.